Yeah, I like Laura Lea, man. I know some people are a little indifferent when it comes to Michael Jackson, but when I first heard like the bass line to that, I was kind of trying to get soaking in. I was trying to make it a little sexy, not too saucy, but that whole intro part, like with the whole hi hat shuffle with the first verse,
Right.
I kept thinking Michael Jackson, like 80s era, you know.
That's cool to hear.
Just made me think about like my grandma Joyce and shit. Like back in the day, I was just trying to like get a little smooth, just let the guitar like soak it in, but I didn't want to come too heavy on the drums. Just kind of let it roll. You know what I'm saying?
That was a weird one too, because Blair had that whole part that he like wrote as the intro.
Yeah.
And then
we changed it like 2 or 3 times with the stumps. The whole intro bass drum thing.
But then, you know, he quit during the album, so I just wrote a whole different set of lyrics to go kind of in that.
Fill that space.
Yeah. So it was like, I don't know.
The bass drum pound is nice, man, because like Stadium Arena, it just immediately comes with the bass drum, builds up into it, gets saucy at the end. I really like the end, too, that whole little end jam before the breakdown, because the whole song
the belty part
is different. Yeah, I guess, I don't know what you would want to call it.
right, yeah.
I guess it's kind of a jam, but yeah, I just call it like a pre-outro chorus is what I call it, because it's still chorusy to me.
Yeah, I would say that. I always like that.
Instrumental, it's not a jam either.
The accent beats in that song are fun the whole time.
Yeah, Laura Lea, that shit hits, man. It's a good little song.
I have the vivid memory of being in Detroit in that one crazy room singing Laura Lea. Do you remember that?
Was it Box Groove Studios?
Yeah, that's where we got, you know, the night we got robbed. But
not there though. It was at the. Was it the engineers or the guy was running it? Because we went there. How was that whole setup? It was a magazine, right? Didn't they hit us up or we hit them up?
No, it was Sonic Bids. It was a website.
Sonic Bids.
And they hit us up to say, you know, because we applied for the, you know, coming
Groovebox, right?
Yep,
Groovebox Studios?
Yep, that sounds right. And then they said, you know, we'll record some songs for you. And we drove all the way to Detroit. And that was a crazy just idea to do. I don't know.
That building was tight though.
Yeah. A lot of things about that trip were cool. Just that last little bit was not great.
Just that last part where they took my shit.
And then we had to rent a van to get home. Yeah.
I did not like that.
That part was not good. But
he said forget all the barbecue and everything else they gave us.
Yeah.
Forget the free recordings and the free visuals.
I felt like it was all my fault anyway. I set all that shit up and thought it was a good idea.
That's funny, bro.
And I didn't even like the way any
I like going to Detroit, because Detroit is like always versing with Chicago. Like we have like the footwork, they do like jitting pretty much. So it's always like, oh, Detroit, Chicago, Gary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've never been there, and Detroit has a lot of music history.
I just remember it was like crumbling. Like a lot of places.
Yeah.
Even just that warehouse we were in was like ancient. It was like an old car factory or some shit.
Yeah.
But so that room that we were singing Laura Lea in as a warm up. So we had driven it was like 8 hours or 6 to 8 hours in the car, and then we were just gonna like show up and try to play. And I remember it was real tough.
That shit was fun though.
It was tough for me to be able to, and then we had to use those headphones, and I wasn't really probably didn't get a good mix for that because I didn't even know what I was shooting for. But then, what was I going to say? Oh, and then we went into so it was like a skate room where they spray painted all the walls. I remember all the Saw spray painting.
We do have videos of that online too.
Yeah, I don't, probably on your page, right?
Yeah, it is on my page, Drum 2 times. Actually, yeah, because I think you have the camera, bro. You have...
Yeah, and Lo was there, and she kind of taped a lot of it.
Yeah, and Blair's riding around on a skateboard and shit.
Yep. And
I think there's a guy in there that was spray painting and setting up shit.
But she actually Lo taped us doing Laura Lea when we were warming up, and it's like in that room was just so like echoey. It was like a perfect room to do that.
It was a cool little room.
But yeah, so that was Laura Lea. Remember we did 5 songs there. I didn't like any of mine. What else is
as
new?
usual?
Yeah. I just